Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Oh, gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris News.
There is no news. There's no news.
There's no news. That's
There
all
is
I've
no
got to say.
news. That's it.
Should we just end the show?
Yeah, see you later, guys. It's been fun.
Hey.
So go on.
Hey there, hi there, Disney pals, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris Show. As we just said, it's a slow news week this week. There was quite a lot of construction news. So what I think I will do is in a couple of weeks I'll do a compilation of all construction that's been going on. But it makes for fairly weak content if that's all we're talking about.
Sorry.
Yeah. you shouldn't have messed around with it. Sorry guys, right, I've got my microphone working now. So this is Chris.
Hello.
This is Hugh. As ever, we are going to be talking about Disneyland Paris. Do not let the lack of news put you off because we have other content today. We have been trip booking at this side of the table. We are trip planning at that side of the table because it is getting quite immediate now. There might even be packing going on. We've also been watching some very good Disney content on YouTube and on Disney Plus that we want to talk about to do with Imagineering and upcoming things at the Disney parks. And there's all general just fun and japes to be had.
I've got a little bit of non-specifically DLP news, but a little announcement.
Is it adjacent?
Yeah.
DLP adjacent news to come
But
as well?
we'll get into that.
Oh,
Yeah.
this all sounds fun. What happens now?
What does happen now?
Well, we tend to see who we've got in the chat.
Bonnie, who?
Who are they?
Today in the chat, first off, is actually our Chris.
Hello.
Now, Chris, are you able to relinquish your crown? Because John was second in the chat, but John proudly wears the #1 crown for first in the chat. So
Well,
why aren't you wearing the crown?
I don't think it's for being in the first in the chat, is it?
think it's top contributor,
He's a
isn't it?
big old contributor.
Is that so?
I believe that's so. Yeah, I think he's
Right.
our #1
I'm still learning.
contributor.
Hugh cracks the curd live on TV.
And no, I won't relinquish it because his comments are in answer to my my question. So
Well, Chris asks, jumped on here first because I have a question today.
did.
What would you like to see me or the family do whilst I'm in DLP on my holidays? For instance, Lucas should face his fear and go on hyperspace.
and I didn't write mountain at the end because there wasn't enough characters left for me to write it.
Oh, really?
However, that's a demand from Ollie because Ollie wants to make sure that Lucas does hyperspace mountain, but Lucas really doesn't want to do
Does
it.
he
so I
not
thought
want
if we
to?
all work together, we could get a bit of peer pressure going and force him on the ride.
I'm interested on expanding this question out slightly because we do have Bonnie in the producer's nook, and Bonnie has been on and loves Guardians of the Galaxy, which to me is a level 9 intense indoor coaster. It's
Oof.
yeah, and yet I'm not. She's never been on Hyperspace Mountain. So Bonnie, would you go on Hyperspace Mountain?
No.
It goes upside down.
The thing is, I don't
No.
know how you guys find indoor coasters, but I don't know whether I'm upside down or not.
Oh, I do.
You can feel
there's-
it.
I don't know. Can you? It goes so quick. You're like, oh. And I don't know if I've gone round in a spiral or what I've done.
On Flight Force, you definitely feel it, but I guess that's because the loop is literally right at the start, isn't it? Because you're fired up and straight over.
Does it go straight into a loop?
Yeah.
Well, John says, in answer to that, Chris, I would love your opinion on some of the shows, especially Mickey and the Magician and/or Together Pixar musical.
Well, we are really keen to do Mickey and the Magician, so that could well be done. I'm not sure about Together, although that's just come back today, hasn't it? That's your news, guys. That's the news. Yeah. Yes, I'd be interested in doing that. Excuse you.
Joey says, hey, lovelies, watching from Dublin tonight as I'm here for my 30th tomorrow.
Hello.
Hello.
My question tonight is, what should I buy in the Disney store here to mark the occasion?
Oh, they actually still have a Disney store in Dublin, don't they? The lucky monkeys. We don't know what they have. I just remember them being banks and banks of mugs, but I never I recommend anybody buy a mug because everybody has got too many mugs. Do you have too many mugs, Chris?
We do, but also there's a new Tangled cup come out for DLP, so we'll be buying that when we're there.
Oh, will you? And then you'll
to add to our
really have
collection.
too many mugs.
On that, I mean, we should really play Joey the Happy Birthday jingle first.
We really did,
Should
actually.
we,
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
She's
so.
on it.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Have a great birthday, Joey.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a big bag of mugs here, but I'll probably go into that later.
You are a big bag of mugs.
Yeah.
I'd buy something Irish probably to mark the occasion. I think if there's something there that's kind of
Something exclusive.
something that's from there.
There must be something.
Yeah. I
Ruthie
would
says,
say.
Chris, please try the new Star Wars Lounge Lightspeed.
Do you know what? I'll go and look at it. We might not spend €18 on a
Bag of
Coke.
crisps.
Yeah, and 2 biscuits. But I think it's possible that me and Lucas might go do that at some point. But I don't know. We'll see.
Andrew H, number 2 crown wearer in the chat, says, evening all, if the Disney Music Festival is still going on while you're there, Chris, maybe you can check out some of those performances.
It will be, won't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, interesting one. That Theme Park Worldwide guys, they've been in DLP this week, and I watched their day 1 vlog today. And in Hyperion, there's like a live band with 5 singers that are playing, and they showed a bit of it, and I thought, well, it's interesting enough to me that I think I fancy popping in there and watching a bit of that at some point. So I'm going to go and check out a lot of that, I think.
And Hyperion's a great venue.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Really
cool.
good venue.
It's cool.
It's good. That's where a lot of the performing arts schools perform. In fact, all of them, I think. And they've got really good shows at Christmas. But also, you don't have to like commit to seeing the show because you can just go in there for a burger and catch a show at the same time.
Yes.
Jen says, hey, Disney pals.
Hey.
Chris, I'd like to hear... Now, we had fun with this before the show because Chris misread it, and Chris read it as, Chris, I'd like to hear about how big Thunder Mountain and Pirates are looking after their glow-ups.
They're looking well big.
They're looking really big, guys.
Don't you worry, we'll be back. I will definitely tell you how many boxes and how many cats there are in Pirates now, and I'll enjoy the swinging pirate, and I'm really looking forward to going on both of those rides. In fact, they're top of my list, I think.
If it
Maybe.
wasn't clear, Jen was actually asking Chris, I'd like to hear how big Thunder Mountain and Pirates are looking after the glow-ups, not how big they are.
No.
Lucy says, hello, everybody, but I imagine that's Bonnie. Waving a pink hand, stolen from Jimmy. No sign of Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy, you can do it. Lisa says, evening all, would like to see Disney Village with its upgrade, including the Lego store, Cats and Boxes updates too, of course.
Of course, Lisa, of course.
Gina is here. Chris, not a suggestion for what to do whilst you're there, but I'd love to hear about how your fam gets on with the gluten-free options.
Well-
best restaurants / dishes, etc.
That is definitely a plan. It'll be snack central, I think, in terms of what we do. But we're going to video short bits of everything. I'm thinking I might put quite a few shorts on while we're there. Just bang stuff up on YouTube as and when we do them, and then pull something together as an
Multiple
overall
layers of
vlog at the
shorts.
end. Yeah, lots of shorts.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be warm in it. Not because of that. You know what I mean. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we're going to eat at we're planning to eat at the Royal Pub though. I mentioned that last week because they have a gluten-free menu. Yeah. So we're going to go give that a proper check out and see what it's like. And we've a couple of places on the outskirts as well that we're considering going to. So we'll definitely put some stuff together based around that.
I'm really glad you're going there because that means that we don't have to.
Yeah.
Because somebody else will have taken it. Unless you come back and go, do you know what, Lucy? It's really good.
Yeah, but at some point we can have a chat about that, can't we?
Yes.
And yeah,
Jimmy,
dissect it.
Jimmy is here, guys.
Hi, Jimmy.
Number 3 crown wearer.
Thank goodness
Hi,
for that.
everyone. Pink hand in full effect.
Calm down.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks.
Ginny's in the hizzy.
All is well.
Jimmy's in the house.
Jimmy in the Jesus. I Love Disney is also in the chat, as is Lisa. We've had Lisa. We've mentioned Lisa. But let's say something else about Lisa. She says, I've had 3 pints today. Are you going to see the Crazy Alice show, Chris?
Lisa's had 3 pints today.
I've had 3 pints.
You've had 3 pints today. Do you know what? I quite fancy the Crazy Alice show, and I think they should rename it the Crazy Alice show. I think that's what it should be called.
Drink responsibly. Smiggaroo.
Can you remember what it is called?
Is also
Chris?
in the chat, and that rounds up the chat. Smiggaroo is here. That's
Alice
everybody.
and her crazy friends.
Is it one of those,
Have fun in
one of those
Wonderland.
long-winded DLP titles, like
is, yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, Crazy Adventure with bicycle friends?
It's like Queen of Hearts, Alice Returns to Wonderland or something like that, but that's definitely wrong. I'm going to look it up now. I can never remember it. Any title with more than 3 words
Yeah, I've said before that the most
leaves my
egregious
brain.
use of that, I'm not sure this is true in the States, but over here at least, the Charlie Brown film was called Charlie Brown. I think it was called Charlie Brown and Snoopy, the Peanuts movie. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it
They
is.
got all
It's a
3.
great film.
They
that,
got
though.
all. Oh, it's amazing.
It's a really,
They got
really
all
good
3
film.
in there.
Just on the
High School, the musical.
The series.
The series.
I really like that title though. I find that genuinely catchy because it's so nonsense.
I think it's unhinged. Is that?
just on the naming thing though, I listened back to the 3 episodes where I was missing over the last few weeks, and I noticed that in pretty much every episode you couldn't remember the name of the Disney World of Adventure.
Yeah,
we know now.
that's me.
We know now it's Disney Adventure World because the acronym is
see, I got it wrong then.
Doll.
Yeah.
Doll.
I got all the right words, just not necessarily in the right order for this one. Alice and the Queen of Hearts, Back to Wonderland.
Back to
the colon
Wonderland.
is punctuation. It's not an anatomical thing. So it's just Alice and the Queen of Hearts, Back to Wonderland.
I'd like to see them take that space when they feel that Alice and the Queen of Hearts has run its course and make it a Return to Oz thing instead.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really, really cool.
Because the Wheelers are like perfectly set for doing a stunt
Without
show.
a doubt, yeah.
Of all the things at Disneyland Paris at the moment that we haven't done, I really, really hope they don't close that before October, but they might do, you know, because it tends to be seasonal, those outdoor shows, doesn't it? But I really want to see that. Not necessarily because I think I'll love it, just because it looks so insanely bonkers. I want to experience it for myself.
It does look very European, and I'm
Bizarre. It is bizarre.
I think I might leave the rest of the family to go and watch it if they don't want to, because I do really quite fancy it.
We're the generation that kind of very naughtily grew up watching Eurotrash at midnight.
I like to think that we're
Channel.
kind of based on that, but without the smut.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like a kind of trickle-down version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just feels straight out of one of those segments, doesn't it?
It does,
You
yeah.
expect Lolo
It
Pops
absolutely
to
does.
pop up somewhere.
There is a tiny bit of, I don't know if it's news, but, we've been talking a while about a dating app for Disney fans.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Coined it.
How's Jenny, is that Jenny Howes? But How's Jenny on our Facebook group shares a thing that says Disney adults get their own dating app. Now, it's the name of it, which is the best bit about it.
Oh, let me guess.
It's genius. I'm not sure you'll get it, but when you hear it, you'll be like, yeah, that's good.
Go on then.
Well, it's got the word single in it.
Single rider.
It's called Single Riders.
Single riders, there you go.
No.
How good's that?
Yes.
Single Riders. It's
Yay.
perfect. Someone in the comments, Dan said, there was a Disney dating app that had to change its name a few years ago because Disney sued them.
What was that one called?
I don't know. It was called Single Sliders.
Single sliders.
Yeah. So that's like, you know, my tiny announcement is just that. But I just love the name of that. It's just, you know, it's perfect.
I've said for ages it's such a good idea, not even like as a dating thing, but as like as a friend connect thing. Like people who plan on going solo, who just want someone else share a hotel room with, someone that they can meet up with meals. I think it's a really good thing. And you know, during Run Disney, it happened a lot. People were going, I'm doing Run Disney, doing it on my own. Who wants to team up and share a room? And then they had someone to share the week, you know, spend the weekend with, someone to share a room with. Because it's very like that at the run events. More than usual, you get a lot of people who are just there on their own. I went on my own, and I think that's a fantastic service. You know, and is it exclusively romantic dating, or does it include platonic things?
Is it a swipe left, swipe right?
Is it
sort
companionship or is it boom chicka wow wow?
Oh yeah.
See, it's stuff like that Disney will sue you for, Huey.
Boom
They
chicka
don't.
wow
They
wow.
don't own the rights to that.
Boom chicka wow wow.
Nothing wrong with that.
No one does.
No.
Right,
Well,
in it.
should we have a drink?
Let's please.
Hey, ole, it's showtime. All together. Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage or drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
What's Lucy having?
Well, I arrived at an event mid to late afternoon today, and when I got there, my spouse was already 3 pints in and enjoying himself. I got jealous, so on the way home, I went to a petrol station, I'm a classy bird, and got myself a Malibu cola with white rum, coconut and cola flavoured liqueur.
Very nice.
And Chris and I are having a Pepsi strawberries and cream. Right. On Thursday, I struck a deal on Facebook Marketplace. Well, someone was selling some tiki cups for 20 quid, and I was like, right. Because you know Lucy's like cracked my favourite tiki cup.
Hey.
Oh, I'd heard about this.
That's this one. I'm holding it up now, guys. Right, you see, it's cracked, but I just put these like leaves in it, and it goes in the bathroom, and it's like a plant pot now.
Yeah.
Now look how nice and rich the varnish is on there. It's nice deep colouring. So I replaced this, and I got one where it was a bit lighter, and I was like, I don't like that this is a bit lighter than the original. So, and then I saw this lady was selling a bunch of tiki cups, and one of them was this one. I thought, here's a second chance. And when I got it, it was even lighter. So I now have 3, and they get progressively lighter.
It's like, you know, when you have to test your wee to see if you're dehydrated or not.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that chart.
But
I think you might have to put a picture on the Facebook page for those listeners who don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I will be selling one of them. And also, it came with these 3 parrot cups.
Ooh.
But I don't want them. There's a green one, a red one, and a blue one. And I know for a fact that someone on eBay is trying to sell these for 20 quid each. So I was like, well,
Whoa.
This is see-through now because of the green screen. But I'll probably be able to get 20 quid for 3. And then also, I've got this sort of one that I'm going to keep, which is a sort of
Dum-dum.
Easter Island, dum-dum kind of night at the museum type one. And then, as Lucy and Chris know, I spent the entire half hour before the show trying to
There's
find
been no help at all.
the other 2 that were in a bag somewhere, and I do not understand where 2 whole tiki cups can disappear to in this house. There's nowhere else for them to be.
I can't help you. I've never even seen these tiki cups. So I can't
but
tell
the
you
other
where
2,
they've
one I've already got, and the other one is rubbish. It's just like a kind of like a wood effect with like some ribs around it. It's not great. Anyway,
Sounds
so
good.
I now have loads of cups on my desk in front of me.
You have an awful lot of cups.
But I'm also using the one Chris got me, which is my Geeky Tiki Star Wars Jawa.
Just if
tiki cup.
anyone wants to like delve into this is very typical behaviour of Hugh.
Yeah, I don't buy these and sell these for like a money making thing. It's kind of just like a little hobby. If I see something, I think that's 20 quid. I know for a fact that's worth 50. I'll buy it and I'll sell it. I don't care. It's like, why? It's free money, and then I get the exercise of walking there and back.
It's not just that. It's the oh, my mug got chipped.
Yeah,
I
that
could,
is
I could
obsessive.
just shrug away that, but no, I'm going to buy 2 replacements that
Yeah, that
just
is
because I'm looking
obsessive.
for exactly the right varnish.
And neither of them the right one.
But it's always the case if something breaks and you replace it. 'Cause the same happened with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles egg cup. The one I replaced it with was identical, but the enamel image was a few millimeters too high, and it touches the rim of the egg cup, and that bothers me because the old one didn't touch the rim.
We could have given you the night off tonight, couldn't we?
Right, should we get back to Disney?
There's a thesis going on here. Right, so me and Hugh sat down to book our...
Hugh and I.
Yeah. No, because I said our. Sat down to book our, so it doesn't...
Hugh and I.
No, you're not right.
I am right.
Sat down to book our October trip last night, and it didn't happen because we got into a little bit of a sticky situation with it. So I'm just going to...
Over you and I.
So I'm just going to... Do you know, I can feel there's a lot of women who watch this who are just sitting there, like, pouring sympathy for me into the screen.
Oh,
Why?
I think I said before, I have...
Why? Don't just gesture at me like because of you. What have we done that's wrong?
I have absolute sympathy because I know what it was like trying to do the show with Lucas and Ollie a few weeks ago.
Hey,
so
what are you saying?
No, sympathy is
I'm a
not the right
child.
word. I understand how you're feeling right now, so I have empathy for how you're feeling. However,
All I did was correct your grammar once.
the way I look at it is,
She did that on our second date.
I'm with you, Chris.
However, I also accept that I chose to do the show with Lucas and Ollie, and therefore I reap what I sow, and that's exactly what you've done, Lucy. That's all I was trying to say.
I chose to marry him.
We were singing that song before the show started, weren't we?
Well, yeah.
I'm kidding. You're lovely. I tell you, you're lovely all the time. You're just slightly challenging sometimes.
Sometimes.
God.
So,
I love you, Hugh. I love you.
this is what happened. We decided we wanted to stay at Santa Fe. A, because it is the cheapest. Yes, we're going to admit it. But also, Hugh and Bonnie have never
what she's
stayed
like.
there. I stayed there when I did run Disney. I really liked it. I really liked the room. But then we've just... Paths have never crossed, shall we say.
Bonnie didn't even know it existed
No.
until recently. On the show, she was like, what? Where?
So, we are talking about, these dates are 3 nights, 4 days. The week before half term in August, because Bonnie gets 2 weeks.
October.
October, thank you.
Thank you now, is it?
So,
Oh, jeez.
Carry on, come on.
so we get that week before half term where we get slightly cheaper holidays, although not by a lot. So for 3 nights, 4 days in that week, it is 1,361, including tickets for Santa Fe. That was the cheapest I could find. So that's going Thursday to Sunday. That was the cheapest time that week we could do it. So that made me think, that was more expensive than I thought it would be. I know it's not the worst, but it's more expensive than I thought it would be. So I thought, let's just have a little look around. Annual pass. So then we looked at annual passes for the 3 of us were 1,210. And then Resid Home, which we've stayed at before in Valderup, that we really like and is close to the train station, was 376. So it's getting quite comparable. It's more expensive, but it's comparable. And
Yeah.
what we get is annual passes. For a little bit more, we get the annual passes. We don't get to stay on site. Talked this through with Hugh. And he said, well, how much is it room only to stay at Santa Fe? And I said, 807. And he said, right, let's just get annual passes and let's stay at Santa Fe. So that takes it to about $2,000 now. But we've got annual passes.
Ooh.
So we save 10% on food and merch and everything. And we get to go again next year for half the price, because we could even go for as little as £376 if we wanted to.
Cool.
So this was decided. All good. Go on to book it. Last minute, I think, let me just look at the blackout days on Silver, because Silver annual passes are only good for 300 days a year.
Guess what happened next?
It's blacked out entirely for the last 2 weeks of October.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also a lot of the other time, if we're looking at taking a trip next year, a lot of the times we might take it, it's also blacked out for, i.e. May bank holiday,
School holidays,
over
basically.
Bonnie's birthday, yeah. Loads of time, but also every weekend in the Christmas period, all those kind of things. So we're like, pants. Can't do this.
That is pants.
So then I looked at gold passes. What's the difference? So it's €200 each, basically, is the difference. And that translates to it being about £1,695. Again, we could do the res at home, not stay at Santa Fe. And so the gold pass doesn't have blackout periods at all. And it'd come for a little over £2,000. So we're back to the point, but we're staying at a worse hotel off-site, but we do get the gold passes. And at that point, everyone's brains stopped working and we said sleep on it.
Well, the word worse, it's not like a bad hotel, it's just not a Disney hotel.
And it's off-site.
It's a nice hotel.
But you're talking about £600-ish more than if you were just to book the one holiday. But you couldn't, the three of you go to Disney for £600
next year.
So next time you go, you'll end up at least drawing level, if not making money, because that's how it works, isn't it? You make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though.
You feel like you do, yeah.
You'll more than break even. That's what I'm trying to say. If you do 2 trips, it's worth it. I've looked quite a lot of times, nearly always when I've looked. If you're going to do 2 trips in a year, it's worth it.
And because we're not going back to Disney World until October 2026, we are far, far, far more likely to have 2, and dare I even say 3, between this October and next October.
Well,
more
you
likely
could have a
to.
third if Hugh doesn't want to. You could just go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was shaking my head, listeners.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
think we're going to have 3.
I don't think we're going to have 3, but we have the possibility of it. If we decide we want to go at Easter and then we go again in the summer holidays, maybe
or if
just
suddenly
for one
Run
day.
Disney's announced again and it's going to happen in September, then it's.
Or if we, because there's other things we want to do over there. Like we keep talking about going to the zoo to see the pandas. We keep talking about Efteling looks interesting. Even if we zoom over for one day in the middle of things, it gives us the options. So I think, are we edging towards that annual pass option?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had annual passes?
2022 they expired, so it went from 21 to 22. We had them pre-COVID, and it kept getting.
You got an extension. That's right.
It kept getting extended.
Yeah.
And then I think we were given an option because even in 21 it kept closing and reopening and closing and reopening. I think when ours was about to expire, we were given an option of some kind of deal or extension, and for some reason we didn't take it. I think that we worked out we weren't going. Immediately regretted it because immediately we'd decided we wanted to go on this date, and it's like, oh, damn it, I wish we hadn't let those expire.
Yeah.
So we've not really been able to get back on the annual pass train since, which we do like being on.
Well, now you can.
And with all these parties that keep getting announced, just saying.
So yeah, as a kind of compromise, we're thinking we'll get the more expensive pass, but then stay at Residome.
But stay at the cheaper hotel.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's very easy. It's even easier than we thought because we stayed there, and for the first 2 days we were walking all the way around this block into town to get the train, and then we realised, we looked down the platform, we thought this is a long platform, and then we realised, hang on, where do those steps at the end of this platform go? Right up to our hotel. So we turned a 30-second walk into like a 4-minute walk, 5-minute walk.
It's like the London Underground. You know when a station has got 2 entrances, but one of the entrances is 2 blocks in a different direction to that entrance. So yeah, it's stupidly close. It's
we
like
just didn't make the
Fallout
connection for ages.
So
But we know it now.
That's cool.
And it's like, and they're so regular. And was it like about €2 or something on the train?
It's €2 each per day, and as Hugh says, that does increase. That's 6 a day, so that does increase it by €24. Just something to consider, isn't it?
Is that?
You know
not
me, I'd
too
walk
bad?
it.
Well, the other thing is, we haven't decided how we're getting there yet either. That's a bone of contention. It's to do with whether we decide to go see the pandas or not. But you get free parking with your annual passes. So if I take the car, we may as well drive in every day for free rather than get the train, although we're still spending petrol. And the train is really easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
A mixture.
Lots of considerations.
I will also enjoy going to the Auchan again, if I'm honest.
Some comments around all of this then. John says, would you try and go on one of the AP passes if you got the passes?
They do tend to be announced about 2 months in advance, don't they? Because they've just sold out the September one. However, I don't know how manoeuvrable we are last minute. It would have to be at a very convenient time for us, which I can't. I'd love to. For me, I'd drop everything and go. It'd be a bit of a sell for Hugh, I think.
And Andrew says, don't forget, if you stay off site, you can still book in for the Disney Hotel restaurants and still get some of the magic of an evening.
There you go.
Exactly.
Oh, did you mention the thing about early entrance?
Yeah.
So the silver pass, you don't get early park entrance. You do on gold. So it was like, well,
Early
if
magic
we
hours.
stay off site
Yeah.
with the silver, we don't get the extra time at all. So it was like, stay on site with the silver or stay off site with the gold. You can get the early entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's why we were. Well, no, that wasn't the only reason. That's why we're considering doing silver with Santa Fe.
Yeah.
But then with gold, we're quite happy to do res at home because we get the early entrance anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why are we doing silver, but it's because it's blacked out.
Have you seen these?
Yeah, I've seen them because they've been in our kitchen for weeks because Chris
What,
brought
ages
in.
ago, yeah. So Haribo, you might have heard of Haribo. They make jelly sweets.
Kids and grown-ups love it so.
They do. I've been to Pontefract today because it's a licorice festival, and
Not sponsored.
Haribo are obviously in Pontefract.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're weird.
Yeah. What they are is do you remember classic boiled sweets? Your classics, your pineapple cubes, your cola cubes, your pear
Pear
drops, and rhubarb
rhubarb
custard,
custard.
which is what Lucy's just had. I think it might be the only one in the bag, which is interesting.
And she's had it.
And she's had it. They're nearly all cola
And that's
cubes.
my favourite as well.
So
Oh,
it's
sorry.
those. It's my favourite too. So it's those basically, but they're jelly sweets. So they taste like boiled sweets, but they're not. Would you like to try one?
Yes, please.
Choose something you like.
You having one, Bonnie? I don't know what they are. I'll have the
They're
yellow.
pineapple
I'll have
cubes.
the yellow one, pineapple. You having one, Bonnie?
Bonnie,
These might
Have a
keep
sweet
me up
one.
all night more than the.
Oh, it's delicious.
pineapple cube. I'm going pineapple cube as well.
That's
I
a
think.
tropical
Unless
taste.
there is one rhubarb and custard left in there, but I think Hugh, if they're your favourites, you should have it.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You have it.
Oh, I've taken a pineapple cube now.
You brought them.
I'm having it. I'm having it. It's mine. They're very nice.
Dealer's rights.
But a bit weird.
Yeah.
They've kind of got the texture of York fruits.
It's worth it. Keeping them for, like, because Chris got messaging saying, have those sweets. I was saying, no, not until you're back. And then he was back last week and I forgot.
When I got them, they were brand new. They were literally, they'd come out that week.
Yeah. I almost got
And
them
now
back
they've been
yesterday.
around for ages.
Yeah.
That was good content.
So I've got a few questions to ask you, Chris, about
Oh.
your upcoming trip. Just
Yeah.
remind us when you're going again, because you're not here next week, are you?
So next Sunday,
Yeah.
at this time, we'll
Yeah.
be down in Kent.
Yeah.
So we'll already be on our way, en route, as the French say,
On
and
your
the English
way.
also say, en route.
They do, but the English think it's spelled O-N route.
Oh, the Americans say en route.
I once had to go on a hen do. And when I say had to, well, it was one of those things where Hugh was going on the stag do, so I was automatically invited on the hen do, even though I wasn't particularly good friends with the woman. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I got
woman.
there, this was 2002, mind you.
Okay.
So money was different,
Yeah.
and I was a student.
Yeah.
And they went, you owe us £5 for the t-shirt.
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
What T-shirt?
I don't have £5. I'm a student.
I'm not drinking then.
And exactly, it's like that's it. That's my taxi home.
Also, what T-shirt?
What's the t-shirt? And it had the girl's face on the front, and on the back it said "Slappers on tour."
Slappers on tour.
And
Now,
you've worn it every day
for those who
since.
don't know, Slappers is a promiscuous lady.
And so I had to briefly go around Leeds. It was odd. Do you know when you're like looking for you're like, how long do I have to stay on this night out before I can go without seeming like an absolute party pooper
But
and
it
having
was
it
spelled
squished?
Slappers E-N tour, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
like en route. So they were trying to be
Enter.
smart with it, but they overthought it.
So I went round Leeds in 2002 with a t-shirt on that said "Slappers on tour."
En tour.
Enter. But also, I thought my outfit out. I was looking cute, you know. And then I had to cover up my outfit with this big oversized t-shirt. I got the train home at about 10:15, going, "I'm sorry, it's the last one." It wasn't the last one.
Well, that feeling of needing to leave, I went to my my cousin's stag do, which he had in Leeds. He's not from Leeds; he's from down south, and it was at one of those beer kellers called Beer Keller, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met them there, and I thought, I don't have any money. I was skint. I don't really have any money. I don't really want to be here with these people because I don't really know them. It's a bit strange, but it's my cousin, so I'm going to go and be supportive. And we sat down around this bar, and the drinks all came out, and I drank mine. And one of the guys thought it'd be funny to get him a Steiner, and he had to down the entire Steiner. And he did that very successfully, but then without being too repulsive, he filled it back up again. And at that point, I thought, this is my cue to leave. So I did. So I was only there for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And then I got out.
And you're going, this isn't
Go,
my...
Bonnie, eat sweets.
This isn't my speed.
We read this message out from Smigaroo that says, booked DLP for third week in November.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Shouldn't be this excited for Christmas during the heat wave, but here we are.
Hey.
Any winter trip tips?
Oh, yeah, right. Hot hands. We've all done winter trips, haven't we? You know the hot hand things that you break? I had them in my shoes, I had them in
You
my
don't
pockets.
break them, you
I had
just
them
take them
inside.
out of the...
Yeah, you get
You
ones that like a little
squeeze
bag of sand.
them. You have to squeeze
No,
them.
you
yeah.
You just get ones that you open the packet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go to
sorry.
Poundland and
Open the
there's
packet.
two. You get massive sachets of them with loads of them in.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
for
of
very
my
It looks like a tea
ice
bag.
packs at work.
I know.
yeah.
I know the ones you mean.
Looks like a
They're
tea
good
bag.
too.
You just open it and it's air activated, and then over the course of like half an hour it warms up, and then it lasts for about 3 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah.
don't they? They're just sort of, it's not like mad hot. It's just a weird little warm pouch that you can put in your pockets, and they're nice.
Yeah.
They're great.
Look at the Christmas schedule carefully, because there's some really, really good stuff you could easily miss. Things like the lighting of the Christmas tree on Main Street, the Christmas parade, the Christmas show in the Hyperion. There's loads of stuff. And if you're not kind of savvy with planning what you do and when, it's very easy to just not see any of it. If you plan on just having a regular DLP day, it could just easily happen without you knowing it's going on. But if you chase it round, there's some amazing Christmas stuff.
Even if you're not staying there, go and sit and have a hot chocolate in Sequoia, because it's just gorgeous.
100%.
It's made for that time of year, is that hotel?
It is, and it's a really good just 2-hour warm up thing, because yes, you go in and out of quick service restaurants, but you don't really sit there long enough to really warm up. Whereas going somewhere like that, you can just like get next to the fire and yeah. Having said that, third week in November might not be the coldest of the cold. The coldest we ever had was January, which would you say? Although the first Christmas was really cold, wasn't it? We went like the third week in second week in December once.
October and January were freezing cold when I was
were
there
they?
both times. Yeah, so take a big coat. Take your big coat.
Big coat.
I know it
And
was
hope you
cold
don't have to use
because
it.
Bonnie was at that age when kids don't realise they're too hot or too cold, and she was going around in like a thermal polo turtleneck.
Yeah.
You know, what's it called?
Turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
Yeah.
And some gloves, and we kept saying, "Do you want to put your jacket on?" And she was going, "No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm not cold." But like, I remember thinking, "You must be cold." So it was cold. And
Yeah.
I feel like you were underdressed, but she wasn't bothered by
But
it.
also she was skipping round, so you forget how much kind of
Yeah.
energy kids generate.
If you find that coffee keeps you warm, don't buy coffee in the parks. Go and find the Starbucks, because it's at least slightly better.
There's only Starbucks in the village in Disneyland Paris. They're in Santa Fe and Cheyenne
Yeah,
both have
yeah.
them as well, don't they? But there's none in the parks. People who are used to the US parks, there's Starbucks in the parks. There isn't. So get it out
I
there.
don't know what else I would recommend. I just make sure that you're warm. It's so important, and obviously.
Soak up the evening, because it gets dark early, like 4:30. Well, it depends when you're going, doesn't it? But 4:30, 5:30. And then the park tends to shut at about 8. But do try and be in that park for those 3 hours, because even though the temperature drops massively, it's so pretty. And you don't really get to see it that way in summer because of the late evenings and they've all the Christmas stuff up. So yeah, make sure you get darkness.
And actually, people talk about riding like Big Thunder Mountain in the dark. There's a much longer window of time that you can actually go and ride in the dark, because it's dark.
Having said that
That's
as well,
worth it.
just to prep you, when riding roller coasters in that weather,
Yeah.
in the dark, it like freezes your nose off. Do you know what I mean? Because there's like cold air shooting at you really quick because you're going so fast. So because it was during our winter trip that I rode that in the dark, and I felt like my tears were freezing.
It was very
as I
wet
went round.
when we went in January, not the Christmas. We went just after Christmas, and it was wet because my feet got very wet one day, and I became very miserable.
I would highly recommend walking boots and like some decent insulated socks, because in the summer,
Not pumps
you want
like I was wearing.
You want light trainers and stuff, because a decent pair of trainers, you can walk long distances in them, but in the winter you want something a bit more substantial, so make sure you've got something that you can walk in, because you're still going to do 27,000 steps a day.
Yeah, you are. And fresh socks in the hotel room. So if you do get wet feet, you can take the wrapper off a fresh pair of socks. That is like one of life's delights. That and clean sheets or new sheets. Still haven't put our Disney sheets on, you know.
Have you not?
I think we're due for a change.
Oh, very nice. So yeah, that's our advice for winter.
There you go.
Enjoy yourself. Be the magic.
Be the magic.
Be the magic.
Be the magic.
I was thinking the other day, I wondered whether I should do a vlog like yours, just rip you off and do my own top 10 tips and post that out. Just because mine would be different to yours, or some of them would be. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see.
I keep saying I'm going to do some more of those, and I am. I just need to sit down and do them. Right.
I've got this week. I've got some work to do, but the week after, for the first time in forever, I've got no additional like freelance work to do in the evening. So I'm gonna try and get one episode of my vlogs from Florida out that week.
Cool.
I'm gonna try.
I'm looking forward to
They take so long though. The program I'm using.
Might you get a photograph one out?
No.
Okay.
That will come at the end once I've got all the video ones done.
Okay. Right. So, Chris, I want to ask you about your holiday.
Ask away.
This time next week, can you believe such a thing? First of all, and I
shaking his head.
Suspect I know the answer to this, but you'll be beginning to pack now, I presume, or Laura will.
We've talked about it a lot. It's quite funny, actually. We've talked quite a lot about what we need. Actually, our priority at the moment is that Laura's car needs 2 new tyres on it, so we need to get that booked in this week at some point. But yeah, we've... If by packing you mean Laura's mum's bought a load of clothes for the boys so we don't have to iron their existing clothes, we can just chuck a load of new ones in a suitcase, then yeah, we're just about there.
Well, that kind of brings it round. Are you bounding?
No, I'm not planning on bounding. I did think actually today, if I could find myself a red baseball cap, I could pull out my SME shirt, and I've got blue shorts, and I could actually have a day of SME. But then the rest of the family wouldn't do that, so probably not going to happen.
So it'd just be you being
yeah, it's a funny thing that I think if I was going with you guys, I would absolutely give it a go and do it. But it's not particularly me, and it's definitely not Laura, and it's not Ollie. Mm-hmm. I struggle to get Ollie to wear anything except football kits, if I'm absolutely honest. So, yeah.
I just have to pull the curtain back of the Fletcher household, because if you go in the Fletcher household unexpectedly, you will find all 3 Fletcher boys in the pants.
Even expectedly.
You don't wear trousers generally.
No, I'm wearing shorts today.
Granddad's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're close enough friends where you don't feel you have to put them on anymore, do you? So it's just like all 3 of them in the pants.
I'm serious, Granddad is the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if my dad's had people round to the house, he'll behave himself for quite a long time, and then eventually he'll sit in his chair. And most of the stragglers have gone. There's just a few people hanging around.
Yeah.
The whiskey's come out, and he goes, "Right, guys." In fact, he's not even that. He's kind of ceremonial, isn't he? He goes, "I'm going to undo my belt," and he undoes his belt and his button and his flies, and he just sits.
And
in his chair.
we all gather around on the floor, and we go, hey.
It's like that Ewok scene. Anyway, so no bounding. Any particular special packing? Any Disney themed T-shirts? Any?
I don't think I've got anything. It's the wrong time of year for me to wear the Halloween shirt that you guys got me. So I think, in all honesty, I'm more actually on the lookout for a few shirts while I'm there. That's in my head. It's something that I want. Laura's thinking she might want a Spirit jersey, but she's really bothered about the fact that most of the Spirit jerseys have loads of big writing on the back of them because she just wants something fairly plain.
That is what a Spirit jersey is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is it. So
she wants a jumper. What she wants?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just, that isn't the Spirit jumper.
It's got a bigger cut.
It's about the way it's cut, isn't it? So yeah. So she's going to have a look and see if there's any that she likes.
Well, that was my next question, so you can expand on that. I'll just say you've already answered it. Is do you have any shopping list items for you or the boys?
Yeah. So when we went, not last time, but the time before, we'd seen these cups that with like a gold trim around them, and they're all like they've got stills from the films. They're really, really nice cups, and there were 4 of them. There's one for The Little Mermaid, one for Alice in Wonderland, one for Bambi, and one for something else. I forget which.
Pinocchio?
No, not Pinocchio. Something more recent than that, I think.
The Wild.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Dinosaur.
Brother Bear.
It's got the lyrics to Clocks written on the back of it. But they've just released. It's interesting. So they've just released another one, which is for Tangled. But all of the other cups have a green inside or a blue inside or like a teal one, and they're very much it's nuanced, that they're all different, but they're all very much in the same kind of look and feel. The Tangled one is pink. So it doesn't fit with it at all, but it's still a lovely cup. And,
It's a lovely cup.
And we're going to get it because we want it to complete the set as it is at the moment. So we'll definitely be getting that. Ollie, in spite of everything, wants to take his lanyard with him and go and do some pin trading. But Laura said to him, yes, but you don't want to trade the pins that you bought because you bought those because you wanted them.
Yeah.
And obviously they're not going to take
That's
any
the problem
dumpers there,
with
so
pins.
we're a bit kind of stuck. So I've just said, look, there's a big sale on at the moment, and the last day of the sale is next Monday, which is the day that we're going to be kind of hanging around, and we're going to Val d'Europe and a couple of other things. So I'm thinking if we get to the village, go to World of Disney, we might find some cheapy pins that we can buy.
Trying to find these cups
to use. So that's the thinking at the moment. So yeah, he wants to do that. He's really keen to get something for Lucas because Lucas bought everybody like presents last time. He like snuck off and bought things, so he wants to get something for them.
Aww.
Bonnie did that for me. I was so touched.
Aww.
Your birthday present.
Birthday present.
I think though with because we're going on to Eurocamp and we're going for a day at Efteling as well, we've got to be really mindful with the boys that they don't spend all the money at Disney, and also that we don't fill our car up for the rest of the holiday. So there's just a few things for us to kind of contemplate and consider whilst we're there.
That's normally the nice thing about driving is that you can get the full crockery set if you want to buy a crockery set.
So that's one of the Bambi ones if you want to hold it up and show it. So we've got that one.
They're very nice.
They are lovely. Obviously, there's a bit of green screen showing there. They're really, really lovely. They're like fine china, but
they're not a mug, are they? You know, they're
No.
more
they're like
a cup.
a big cup, a right big cup. I like to have chai tea in it.
So we know that you've got gluten-free restrictions.
We do. Well, they do.
And we
don't.
know that you spoke last week about possibly using the self-catering options for breakfasts and snacks and bits like that, and going to the Alcan. In park, we're just talking in park or on property. Have you done any restaurant bookings? Do you have any particular food plans, including snacks?
So we haven't booked anything because the majority of the actual restaurants that you can book aren't great for gluten-free. Unless you want to have the sealed packages, it's not brilliant. And because they're celiac, as much as they do things in the buffets, we have to be really careful about it. And the risk of cross-contamination in buffets is quite high, so we're not going to be doing buffets this time. It doesn't mean we never will again, but the plan is to manage on snacking and things that we can find out and about, and that we've got hobs back at Davy Crockett, so we can have pasta and stuff, gluten-free pasta, of course. Laura has found or started using an app called Find Me Gluten Free, which is really good. So you can search for any restaurant, any place, and it'll tell you how good they were in terms of service, what the offerings are there for gluten-free people, all that sort of stuff. So there's loads of really great information in there, and because it's like a social app, people are going in there and giving their own experiences as well. So I think Laura will probably be using that throughout to give feedback as well.
And so contributing as well.
Yeah, exactly. On Monday, we're planning on going to Val d'Europe once we get down to our hotel, and outside Val d'Europe somewhere, I don't know where, there is a pancake place that does gluten-free pancakes, so we're going to go and eat there. That's the plan at the moment. There's an Italian restaurant inside Val d'Europe as well that apparently does gluten-free pasta and pizza, but I don't think we'll do that this time. And then we're planning on eating at the Royal Pub, London Pub, whatever it's called. Royal Pub.
Royal Pub.
Royal Pub.
Did you say Alice in Wonderland for the...
That's my favourite one.
Oh, you already said that one?
Yeah, the Alice in
I'm trying to
Wonderland's
find the
my
one that
favourite
you didn't...
Tangled.
Oh, you got that, right.
Yeah. Tangled's the one that we're getting, we want to get.
Right.
We're hoping to get, if it's
Oh,
available.
there's a Tinkerbell one.
Oh, that's the one. Peter Pan. That's the other
That's
one that
lovely,
I missed.
yeah.
That's my other favourite one.
Let's hold that up.
They're my two favourites.
I think you're going to green screen slightly as well, but
A little bit,
that's
yeah.
nice. That's nice.
Oh, look, Peter Pan's got no clothes on.
They're really lovely.
He's all together.
clothes neither.
So that's the plan with food. Lucas desperately wants the Darth Vader waffle, so they're bound to be out of them.
Oh, but that's my favourite breakfast. You know this. People have spoken about this before. The Darth Vader waffle.
What is that little stand called opposite Buzz Lightyear?
Rocket Cafe or something
Let's
like
do
that.
something like that,
No,
yeah.
isn't that what the one was called behind Hyperspace Mountain then? Never
yeah.
had the Boba Fett.
yeah.
That's the one I'm on about. What did you say? The one opposite?
Oh, the little.
Mustafa bites.
Cool,
yeah.
cool stop or cool.
No, it's just a little shallow,
right.
isn't it?
We
Yeah.
can find
Little
out
thing.
because it'll be on the map. Right. Disneyland Paris.
Yes, that one. The one that does waffles. You mean that one? That just does waffles and nothing else. That one. Yeah. I think anyway. He wants a waffle, so that's definitely going to happen. He also wants a mango whip, which a pineapple whip. Sorry, which obviously
Good
he
lad.
isn't going to get. Ollie would like one of those as well, but they serve them on in a wafer bowl these days. So we have to see if we can get it without that in order for him to be able to have it. So we'll have to wait and see.
Got
what
to
can happen with
update
that.
just to look at the map.
I'm on it.
But yeah, so that's the plan. We're just going to play it by ear. We do know, however, that there is a chip wagon in the studios. It's still called the studios at the moment. In the studios, that is all gluten free. But I also know they run out of chips very quickly because people like chips.
Cool station.
Cool station.
I want to talk about someone at work ran up to me. Said this is Jo from work, and she said, "Oh, I've been meaning to talk to you. Do you watch Adam the Woo?" And I said, "Yeah, we do sometimes watch Adam the Woo." She went, "Oh, he's at Disneyland Paris at the moment." And we watched some the other day, and we love Adam the Woo, but it's quite funny to watch because you know when someone doesn't really do any research and they're sort of walking around and they're saying things that are slightly wrong, and you're watching it going, "Oh, you're so close," but you're not. So one of them was he went into world premiere, and he was I don't think he realizes it's brand new because he was going, "Wow," it's like he was saying.
Michael
it's
Eisner.
real like Michael Eisner era stuff, and we were going. "Oh."
It's specifically not.
Yeah,
We've
and-
just expunged all Michael Eisner.
And the other one
from
was
there.
he was looking at a model of Disney Adventure World, and I think he was saying, "Oh, this is Disney Adventure World that's coming to the studios," but I don't think he realised it was replacing the studios. And he was talking about the Hollywood, the Walt Disney Studios name, and it was like, "Oh, you're so close," but I don't think he realises that it's all new.
Yeah.
But I mean, he makes no bones about the
Yeah.
fact that he turned up saying, "I've not done any research," so you know. But it's kind of funny watching someone walking around going, "Oh, I think this is this," and you go, yeah, it's
Feeling the
not."
way through it all.
it
But
was-
no shade on him because he's very entertaining and he seems like a nice
It
chap.
was really lovely because he used to live in California, close to Anaheim, and then he moved to Florida, close to Walt Disney World. And he's been vlogging for like 10 years, Disney vlogging, so he knows those parks intimately. And they're really good to watch because he turns up and goes, "I've not watched any ride-throughs, I've not done any research, we're just going to find our way through."
That's how I'd like to spend my holidays. I just like to turn up and just go, "All right, let's see what the vibe is."
Like when
That's how I like to do things.
But when he's going to the Tower of Terror and he can't believe it's a 20-minute wait, whereas it's usually a 20-minute wait for us, but it's usually a 75-minute wait.
I think it was
in
25
Florida.
minutes, and we were like going, "Actually, yeah, that is quite short."
yeah, it's 40 minutes usually, isn't it? 40,
Yeah.
40 to
Is
60
it?
minutes. Yeah, Tower of Terror.
And we never ride it at 40 or 60 though. We've ridden it at 20, 25, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I getting in your way?
No. My bottom's going to sleep on the chair.
If you're wondering why I'm
Just
fanning myself,
changing cheek.
viewers, we're having another one of those British heat waves that we seem to be having more and more.
It's 12 degrees.
It is. I think it has been about 30 degrees again today. Or was it a bit cooler
no,
today?
like 27.
More
Yeah,
28
it was up to
today.
28. Yeah,
But
definitely.
we're
So
not
what's
used
that
to
in
it.
American money?
And we don't have air conditioning in domestic houses.
That's
particularly.
like 82
Yeah,
82.
Fahrenheit.
Okay.
if we haven't.
So definitely warm, not mad hot, but like nice and toasty.
Enough
So-
to give me a nice sheen. On
Yeah,
my
I've got a
forehead.
V-neck burn. Like
So
slightly off centre as well.
I think that it's really good to look up Adam the Woo for Disneyland Paris vlogs because we're used to watching people who know a lot about the parks, giving you tours of the parks, or people who are not Disney vloggers who don't know anything about the parks. But what's good is he's an experienced, capable Disney vlogger but doesn't know anything about the parks, and it's really lovely seeing him see the dragon for the first time and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So they were really nice.
It's also
vlogs.
funny how weird it is for him because he's walking around and everything's so familiar but so different. So I imagine it's like if you're so used to the other parks, it must be like being in a dream.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah, yeah.
not quite right, but it's kind of familiar. It must feel like that.
I quite enjoyed watching the videos that Stan Solo sent through to us when we showed them. Was it last year? Yeah. Last year.
What was it 2 years ago?
Could be. The theme park worldwide guys, they're in DLP at the moment, and I mentioned it earlier, but they took their 6-week-old baby with them for the first trip, and they went on It's a Small World, as I think he's called George, as his first ride, and that got me quite excited because we missed Small World last time.
That's the chap that
the roof was popping.
That's the chap that speaks without taking a break, and I don't know how his mind works.
Yes, he does.
He's like, yeah, we're just here. It's a great time. We're having a great time. Yeah, we're just going to go there to check out this restaurant. Then we're going to go on this ride. And I can't even do it as a pretend example because I run out of things to say. And he can talk for about 2 minutes without a break. And I just think, how have you not got a script to be saying all this? His mind must be working.
It'd be a great
several
horse racing
sentences ahead.
commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Or an auctioneer. Yeah. Do you or the boys, it's probably more specifically the boys, have like must-do rides or experiences or character meets this time?
Ollie wants to go on the roller coaster where it goes under the water and then there's a loop-the-loop, which is Big Thunder Mountain, but he's absolutely convinced. I don't think he is convinced, but he plays the part of someone who's absolutely convinced that when you go back under the water on the way out, there's a loop in it.
I know what he means because you've got the G-force of that kind of tilted.
There is a bump in the dark as well, isn't there? That's all there is. But he knows there isn't, and he definitely wants to go back on it, and he won't go on a different roller coaster that has a loop. So he knows there isn't one there, but he really wants to go back on that. Me, call me
Al,
whatever you want. Yeah, call me Al if you like. But I want to go on Nautilus because I've never been there. I've never been in it. For me, it's do the things that I've never been before. I want to go back on the parachute drop because maybe if I enjoy it, it'll give me the guts to go and do Tower of Terror. And I want to do hyperspace, but I know it's going to be virtually impossible for me to do it because I don't want to do it as a single rider.
Tower of Terror.
I can't go with Laura and with the boys.
That feeling in your stomach when you drop, it makes me giggle so much. It's so fun to do.
I was feeling really motion sick already. And I queued with you, and then at the last minute, I was like, I just can't do it. I just feel too ill. What had we been on before?
She bailed out.
Was
Spider-Man?
it just Spider-Man with the 3D? Because I love Spider-Man. But I was just feeling really queasy. And I queued up for like half an hour thinking, by the time I get to the front, I'll feel a bit better. It'll be all right.
That was
I'll
really
do it.
disconcerting for Bonnie because she was like, I'm never going to go on that ride again. We finally convinced her, go on it. And she was like, all right, if we're all doing it. And then Mummy's like, bye.
I know, I'm sorry about that. But I was just like, I'd got to the front, I thought that I'm gonna vomit on the back of someone's head if I go on this because my stomach just hadn't settled.
The one I might do single rider for is Crusher's Coaster.
Crush. Yeah.
Because nobody else fancies that, and I look at that and think, well, it's not got a loop in it, which is the thing that I'm least happy about, and I don't mind spinning round and round. That doesn't bother me.
We've only done it once. Me and Bonnie did it, and
it's like a very, very tiny little garden.
I'd love to do it again. It is, yeah. It's similar.
Is it extreme? Because this is what I don't get. A lot of people go on and say about feeling nauseous and stuff, but I'm assuming that's because they're spinning round, not because I have watched videos of it, and obviously it's dark, so you don't see a lot because it's a dark ride, but it never looks that over the top.
There was a big guy next to us who was screaming in a very high-pitched manner, and it made it quite funny, but he was quite a big butch guy, and he was terrified of it. Yet I think it's fine. It's like 4 stars tops.
I've never been on it because I'm too fearful of the motion sickness, and I've heard it from other people. But then I'm thinking, I don't like the fact that there are rides in Disneyland Paris that I haven't been on, but I'm never going to go on RC Racer.
See, this is a reason though,
that's
that
good.
me and you should go at some point and just dare each other into it.
I think so. I think that would be a good vlog as well. Lucy and Chris do rides they don't do. I haven't
because
done...
I would absolutely, if someone else was there with me to go with me, I would go on anything. I didn't want to go on.
Do you know the other thing,
the
Chris?
Avengers one,
This
but
is
I did
why.
it.
Because I want to go on with Hugh so I can hold his hand and grip it and scream, but. Now Bonnie goes on things. Bonnie has to sit with Hugh because it's no good Bonnie sitting with me because I'll grip her hand and scream. And so she also wants to grip Hugh's hand and scream. So Bonnie gets precedent. Don't know why, but she does. So I always have to sit with a stranger. So I go on all these rides like Guardians and stuff like that, and I'm like, and that was the infamous time on Guardians when it spun round and I went, oh no. And then the guy next to me went into hysterics. Then I was really self-conscious and really scared at the same time. But yeah, we would absolutely do it. But interestingly, I would do Tower of Terror, even though it makes me a bit like that. I do find it fun. But I wouldn't do parachute drop. It's because I can see how high we are.
But I did parachute drop because Lucas wanted to do it, and I just thought, I can't not do this because I don't want him to be afraid of it.
Yes.
And I ended up loving it, and he absolutely hated it.
Oh yeah, that happens.
It's weird when you get sat next to a stranger and you very quickly work out, oh, they're not a chatter.
Mm.
Because you get on it and you kind of go, all right, have you been on this before then? That kind of thing. And sometimes, you have a good old natter about it, and sometimes they just face forward and they're not interested.
Do you know?
Which is fine by me.
I think it was when we did the Moonlight Magic for DVC and we went on Slinky Dog. I sat next to a mid-50s-year-old woman who was a DVC member. And it took a bit of time for it to set off, and we had such a good chat. We were nearly exchanging phone numbers by the time we got off the ride. We're like, we're best friends, we're comrades now. We've been through a thing together.
Yeah, I get that.
Is it time to go?
It kind of is.
Have we
Do you know,
asked
that
Chris
hour's gone so
everything?
quick,
I
hasn't
know.
it?
We're like with no news. What should
Well,
we talk
Chris,
about?
have a great trip.
I shall.
Chris.
I intend to. And I am only away for 1 week because we come back the middle of the following week.
Bring your chili
Oh,
plants
hang on.
round
No,
to-
I'm away for 2 weeks, aren't I? I'm away for 2 weeks because
Oh, yeah.
because next week isn't really the start of the holiday.
No.
So I'm away for
Yeah,
2 weeks.
it's
I'll be
your
back the
fake
week
day.
after.
Bring your chili plants around to this side of the house and I'll look after them for you.
I
Don't you
appreciate
worry
that
about
massively because they're flowering at the moment.
Oh,
They
yes.
need
And you know,
attention.
once we've got annual passes, it's a lot easier to just do those cheeky podcast trips that we've been talking about for years.
We should do that. We should definitely
Yeah.
do that.
Anyway.
Cool. What are we doing now? Are we doing an EMT?
Yeah, I've got a quiz, guys. We've got 5 questions that are on Imagineering and parks, mainly Imagineering.
Oh, no.
No, it's all right. It's okay. I would like to talk a little bit about Imagineering in between these things if we get a chance, because I watched a good video today. And then I've got 5 questions that are the opening line of classic movies. Can you name the movie?
So the show is on the Patreon. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you can get in there. You don't have to be a paid Patreon subscriber. You just need to be signed up for this one today because we haven't done one for so long. I feel like we need to give something a little bit. So if you go and sign up on Patreon, super quick, you can come and join us live for the quiz. Is it a Quizney one? Are we starting a new series of Quizney?
Start a new series of Quizney. It's going to be a couple
Round
of weeks before you're
one.
back.
It's one each.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's 2-1 to you, actually.
Is
We've
it?
had 3 series, yeah.
Have we done 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
You beat me by 1 last time.
We started in lockdown, didn't we?
Right. I'm glad
Way back when.
I'm glad I've got some in the bank then.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
You
We've been
guys.
doing this like 6 years
6
or
years,
something.
yeah. But,
and
yeah.
it's the highlight of my week. Some weeks.
Obviously not the weeks when I'm not here.
No. No. Well, yeah, because Bonnie does a really good job, don't you, sweetie? But no, we do pine for our Chris when he's not here, we admit. Right. With that in mind, I'm going to say thank you very much for being here tonight. I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Take care. Have a good week.
See you in a couple of weeks, guys. Innit? Woo.
Fancy pants.